Toyota has something special in the pipeline. The all-new Toyota Supra, the hottest ever latest version, is slated for debut in 2025. So what makes the 2025 Supra the hottest? The latest reports from Japan reheat the rumors about the Supra GRMN, which could serve as a proper send-off to the current generation before the iconic nameplate moves to an EV-only future. Because Toyota has something rather special in the pipeline, the brand's hottest ever version of the Supra. Yes, it seems like Toyota is all set to launch a new Supra variant that's purpose-built to lap what's arguably the world's greatest race car as quickly as possible. While the majority of the automotive industry is fully committed to transitioning to battery electric vehicles despite sales slowing down, Toyota has chosen a multi-pathway approach for the near future, and the upcoming generation Supra could serve as a prime example of this strategy. Despite the current Supra not showing its age, Toyota is reportedly in the works for its successor, which might make its first appearance within the next couple of years. Signs point towards this new model being made available with battery electric and good old-fashioned ICE powertrain options. The new report from Japan claims to have more information on the next-gen Supra's combustion engine. As we expect, the upcoming power plant for the next generation Supra is believed to be a collaborative effort with BMW. The notable difference from the turbocharged 3-litre 6-cylinder configuration engine will be its capacity to run on synthetic, carbon-neutral fuel and its incorporation of mild hybrid technology. Such a potent supercar would most likely gain a redesigned body kit, improving both the styling aspect and the aerodynamic performance of the GR Supra accordingly. It's reported that the stock 382 horsepower GR Supra will gain a new big brother, the radically new Supra GR-MN, by mid-2025. The Supra GR-MN, which stands for Gazoo Racing tuned by the Meister of Nürburgring, is said to be the most powerful, most extreme Supra to ever come forth from Toyota's sports car stables. This model is expected to be the last iteration of the Supra before it's phased out. This news comes almost 2 years to the month since Toyota debuted the better-handling version of the GR Supra with tweaked dampeners, active LSD, electric power steering, and a 6-speed manual gearbox option. While most Supra fans are likely familiar with Toyota Gazoo Racing's GR division, not many may have heard of GR-MN. But what exactly is this GR-MN unlike the GR? The acronym stands for Gazoo Racing tuned by the Meister of Nürburgring. The latter is a nickname for Toyota's late chief test driver Harumo Naruse. While catching a Supra testing at the ring doesn't mean it's definitely a GR-MN model, rumors dating back to 2020 have kept us on the lookout for such a machine, with Supra adding a manual transmission for the 2023 model year, another rumor that turned out to be true. The next logical step in the A90 generation's evolution is a track-focused version. So what is so special about the new GR-MN spec? Wearing a new fixed rear wing, a tweaked front bumper fitted with canards, and a race-inspired front lower lip, the new high-performance variant is also expected to get a tighter chassis, race car-inspired suspension, and more power. We can also expect it to lose around 50 pounds in weight. Yes, all thanks to the incorporation of carbon fiber aero parts. As far as the hot new Supra looks concerned, we have our best indication yet, thanks to the GR Supra GT4 race car that was launched last year. The GT4 version boasts a large rear wing, race-inspired body parts, and a tweaked engine that pumps out 430 horsepower, as well as 6-piston Brembo brakes. You can expect version-specific bumpers, GR-MN emblems, a large rear spoiler, and new alloy wheels. While Toyota's in-house racing arm and customizing section Gazoo Racing is remaining tight-lipped about the power upgrade for now, several experts suggest that the GR-MN version will swap the base model's BMW Z4-sourced B58 twin-turbo straight-six pumping out 342 horsepower for an N-Division sport-tuned S58 engine. However, the shared underpinnings between the Toyota GR Supra and the BMW Z4 mean that the Japanese automaker could infuse more power into the sports car by taking advantage of the BMW M parts bin. At the same time, Toyota could exploit the expertise of the Gazoo Racing department in chassis tuning. This means that the GR-MN could get a version of the BMW M3 and M4 engine that swaps the B58's twin-scroll turbochargers for a pair of single-scroll units and employ a new piston design with a larger bore and shorter stroke, as well as stronger internals to support the power upgrade. It could also feature a new 7-speed dual-clutch transmission with BMW. This variant might share its 3-litre twin-turbocharged 6-cylinder engine with the BMW M4 CLS and is anticipated to generate around 542 horsepower. As we all expect, there's a strong chance that Toyota will wind up with a detuned version of that same MIL5, like the one that powers a 453 horsepower BMW M2. So what do all these engines have in common? So ultimately, the GRMN Supra could produce upwards of 454 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque, which is actually the same engine found in the latest M2. Plus, the new high-performance Supra GRMN will also employ 6-piston brakes with drilled rotors, as well as Toyota's first-ever 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, further hinting at its high-performance bent. They're offered with a manual transmission. The same can't be said for the 543 horsepower power plant found on the bonkers M3 CS and the M4 CLS, which we don't think is a candidate for the GRMN Supra anyway. Of course, only time will tell. From what we can see, the Supra test mule features a revised front lip and cannons. Out back, there's a prominent rear wing. A cursory glance suggests it's similar to the spoiler seen on the 2024 Supra 45th Anniversary Edition. Unlike the regular GR Supra, the prototype looks to have large brake calipers and clearly cross-drilled rotors. It also tells us to expect a set of lighter wheels mounted on ultra-grippy Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. However, a close look reveals the one on the prototype has lightweight mounting brackets and different tips. So does that mean a brand new GRMN Supra hardware? Regarding the fitting option, the powertrain could be the twin-turbo 3-litre inline-6 from the hardcore BMW M4 CLS, which makes 543 horsepower and 650 Nm of torque. This output, in combination with stiffer and lower suspension, larger brakes, sharper steering, and a few weight-saving measures, so it will probably result in the fastest factory-spec Supra to date. What else could you ask for? The next-gen combustion Supra will also presumably run on normal unleaded petrol, since sourcing carbon-neutral fuel is not an easy task for owners. So the new engine should be good for around 400 PS or 394 horsepower, giving it slightly more grunt than the current model's 382 horsepower. Driving enthusiasts will be pleased to know that the option of a 6-speed manual should also stick around in the new car, while an 8-speed auto will also be available. Prior to the releases of the new generation Supra, Toyota is planning to send out the current model with a high-performance bang in the form of the GRMN version. Note, the current 5th generation of Toyota Supra was introduced in 2019 and will allegedly last until 2025 before the rumored successor arrives in 2025. It's rumored that the Supra GRMN will land in showrooms by summer next year, with limited numbers in between 12 to 13 million yuan, which roughly converts to $80,000 to $87,000. Some 200 units will be offered to Japanese enthusiasts, while the US can expect to get maybe double that number. However, there is no assurance of getting this in South America and so on. It's also suggested that the very low production numbers and the high price will ultimately mean that it's mainly collectors and car aficionados that will opt to buy this special swan-song version of the Supra. And recently, so many witnessed and captured images of its partially camouflaged prototype racing and testing around Germany's legendary Nürburgring, which is suspected to be none other than the 2025 Toyota GRMN Supra. But other obvious details reveal that the car at the Nürburgring isn't a Supra with upgraded brakes and what appears to be a lower ride height, since the GRMN variant will likely have a revised suspension that's lower and stiffer to help improve the coupe's already sharp handling. The biggest anticipation about the GRMN Supra is what will be under the hood. Like the rest of the lineup, we know it'll be a BMW-sourced engine. It'll likely be pulled from one of the Bavarian automakers' M cars, perhaps the 473 horsepower twin-turbocharged 3-litre straight-6 that motivates the M3 and M4. So that confirms that Supra plus M4 engine equals GRMN. Well, fingers crossed. So that's it for today. What is Supra 2025 going to be? Smash or pass? Comment your predictions, and don't forget to share the video to surprise your Supra buddies. For more automobile updates, hit that like button and subscribe.